Hi everybody, it's Vivi, your go-to expert for Horion interactive flat panel. Sorry, my camera is not as good as it's supposed to be though, but I really hope you'll be able to see all that I want to show and all that I want to talk about today. So today we are going to be showing the features of this panel. Why? I met someone and this person asked me, it was a head teacher. He said, what these features you are mentioning, the screen mirroring, all those features you are showing me that it has a whiteboard and all of that are also in other panels. So what specializes your panel? What specializes Horion panel from other panels that we have met or have met us? What actually shows that your panel is better? And so I said it's true. That is very true. It's very necessary. That's a very important question that every buyer would ask himself when brought a Horion panel. And so therefore I am here to show you what Horion panel has that I am sure no other panel has. First of all, this is the Horion panel. As you can see, sorry again, my camera is not that bright. But this is the panel. You can see it has the whiteboard, office, all of those features there. So this is just how it looks like. So the first thing I'm going to say about this panel is that it has a very powerful, like top-notch UI UX. This design, you can't find it in any other panel. Its UI and UX is top-notch. I will show you what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean by UI UX, I'm talking about the appearance of the apps or the features or the functions of this panel. It looks mature. It looks like a very top-notch device that you can use even in the top world-class hotels or schools that you have. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that this panel has the ability to hold its stylus. It's magnetic. As you can see, I just, once I place it, it takes in the pen, the stylus onto the panel. So once you are done teaching or doing anything, what you want to do, after you are done, you don't know where to put this, you want to put it inside the box, you don't need to do that. You just put it here and it stays there. When else you come, you take it again and you use it. You don't have to take it in your bag or look for it next time. It's always, you can just leave it on the panel. The second thing I'm going to show you now is this whiteboard. So I haven't actually taken time to show all the features of this whiteboard, but now that I'm doing a live video, I'm going to do that here. So let me show you. First of all, this is the exit feature. This is the settings. Now you see the settings, it has a brush. Now this brush shows you that it has a single point and a multi-point. What does that mean? This single point is when only one person can write on this panel. It allows only one person to write. But this multi-point that you see allows more than one, up to 20. Now I'm going to use my fingers to show you. See, look at it. So I can be writing here A, and I'm also writing with this finger too A. So let me just put it together. So 20 people can write on this. It's good for when you are teaching and you say, come and write on the board. Most panels limit it to 2 people or 4 people. This has up to 20 people being able to write on this board at the same time. Now we're going to look at this is the feature whereas whatever you write changes to text immediately. Whatever you write just changes to text. So that is for that feature. Most panels too don't have that. Now this panel also allows you to change your background if you want. If you feel like this camera is not good, so please don't judge it based on the camera. If you feel like the panel is not the board is not white, you want a white board, here is your white board. If you want a black board, here is your black board. Look at it. Here is your blackboard. You see it automatically uses white brush once I change it to black. It's also, you can use other colors. There's a gray. This gray is the default. The green, the blue, the red, and all of that. So it even has more where you can see more of it. Look at it, different other colors that you can change it to. So this is the save, where you have done whatever you're writing, you want to save it, you can save it here. Look at this, save, and you can open a file on this whiteboard here. So that is that for this. You see this theme here? This theme allows you to start a meeting, join a meeting while still on the whiteboard. So while I'm doing a meeting, you see it has this BYOM feature. So while I'm doing a Teams meeting here, I can be writing on the board. So that is that. Then this QR code is to scan whatever you have written. That is for the student or the participant. You scan whatever you have written on the board, whatever the teacher has written or whatever the presenter has written. You just scan it and you take away whatever has been taught. Now, another important feature I want to show you is the select. You already know that this eraser, you just slide it and everything that you have written erases. I'll try it again. So here now we have CRL, and now I'll change it. I'll just look at what I'm doing. I'll just from here and slide it, and then it erases. Is it that you do that, or you do use your hand, the back of your hand, and wipe this, and it goes. So anything you want to write, either you use the back of your hand or use that to erase everything. Another feature I'm going to show you. Okay, also is that this board is very, very wide. Let me write something here. Okay, I wrote a church, and so see, you see, can you see this is the church, and it goes further and further and further and further, further and further and further. You see, it's no longer there, and I can bring it down, still bring it down, still bring it down. So you see, the board is very big. So now another important feature I want to show is the search option. Whereas if I'm teaching or I'm saying something and I come across a word I don't understand, for instance church, all I need to do is to select, like I've done here, select, and then I select the section of this what I've written. Let me write it here so that you can see very well what I'm talking about. So this is the church, right? I am writing the church again, and now I want to search what church is on Google, because I don't know what it is. Probably all I need to do is to select this and then look at it. Google explains to me immediately what. Sorry, there was a little interruption while I was doing that. So as you can see it very clearly, I went online to search for church, and it showed me dictionary. So this is maybe if you even need the image of the churches, you can it will show you all the images that you need. So that's one question about Google. With dictionaries, you will not see images, you will not see visual explanation of what you are doing. But with Google, you can see that. If you even need videos, Google will also provide it for you. This comes across when you have difficult words, or in mathematics you have difficult problems, or what they call them, questions. anything at all that you come across while teaching and you need a further explanation, you just select that thing and you see Google will just search it for you. If you want me to give another example, I can do that. So let's talk about trigonometry, right? Okay, you didn't get that. Let me do another proper example. So this is trigonometry. So this is it. So you can see trigonometry, it's too much for the board. Let me bring it in so that we can see all of it. So look at it, trigonometry, right? See, it's a very long word and it's big. So let me just zoom it in so that it looks a bit smaller. I want to take it in. Okay, I'm holding my phone with one hand and I'm trying to do this, so it's giving me. Anyway, look at the word trigonometry. So I'm going to search this. I'm going to search this word. I'm going to search this word for you. So I have selected the word and now we're going to search it. Look at it. Search on Google. Now look at what Google is showing you. Trigonometry, all that you want to know about trigonometry. So you see that this is very good, and Google will give you the images, the videos, short videos, everything you need to know about this. That is why I say Horion panel is not like any other panel. You cannot find the features here in most other panels. Now let's move to another one which talks about adding. So as you can see, it talks about adding an image. I don't know, my camera is not very clear, but you can see it adds an image. If you want to add any image or so ever, here you can add images, you can add videos, you can add anything that you search online. You can add your PDF, you can add shapes. So let me just use these shapes for instance. So for instance, I want to add this shape. Look at it. As I'm doing it, it's coming out. Look, let me show you. Look at it. That is because I selected that shape. Let's select another shape. Let's select this one. So now look at it. So you see, while you are teaching, you can also add shapes. Okay, let's move to another one. This smart shape is to make whatever you've drawn to have a shape. So let me say I drew the circle, it straightens it, you see. Let me say I drew this triangle, it straightens it, you see. Let me say I drew a hexagon, a square, it straightens it. Okay, it didn't get that. It straightens this. It straightens it. Maybe you didn't get this shape. You see, it straightens it. So anything that you want to do, it helps to straighten. Even the lines inside straightened. You see, even the line inside is straightened. Look at that. Straightens everything. So you can see all the shapes are put out on the board. The camera is not clear, as I said. You can even do, you see, whatever it feels like you want to do, it helps you to do that. Whatever it feels like. So this is that for the shapes. Now let me show you another feature that this panel has that they don't have: the flow chart. So this is for your smart shapes, this is for your normal shapes. So but you see, this is the word flow chart. Whereas if you are teaching something like a computer and you want to use a flow chart, let me say this division symbol and this other one, so you just start from here. It gives you the division symbol, and then another one give you the input symbol, whereas you just put your input symbol beneath, and another one it gives you the sign symbol. You want it to say that it's moving to this angle from here to, no, I don't want to use this one. Okay, I don't want to use that one. Okay, let me say I want to move something. Let me say from this side it will go to this side, so I'll put it down here. As you can see, it's moving like that. So this is the arrow to show where else is going to is going to this. So we are going to show that it went down there. You see, but this is for the flow chart, only flow charts. So you can also undo. Look at it, undo and redo. And so I'm going to do the undo now, and you see that it works. Undo everything on the board. And you see, it even went back to the other shapes I drew, which undoes everything on the board. So that is what you should understand. Horion panel. I'm giving a live video so that you will not see that one I sent before. The features were just a white lady and she was just talking. Now this is a live video showing everything. Another thing again, the screen mirroring, the split feature, I mean to say. So now most panels have it, so I don't want to talk much about splitting. Now this thing I want to talk about is the vote kit. It is also in the settings. If you go to the settings of this panel, you will find the votes in it. So if you go to the settings, you're going to find the votes in it, but I do not have the time right now to go everywhere, so I'm not really going to go into that. But that vote kit is just to, like in the class you are doing like a test and people want to show who is voting, who is going to what are we going to, let's bet on this, or maybe an item, and we're like which item is the best or something like that, and the entire class needs to vote, everybody. But this voting will need phones. You need phones to do that, because you're going to scan and give your report with your phone. So let's not go there. You see that open camera? This is a normal camera app, and the other apps like the Zoom and the Microsoft Teams stuff. This is the email, so you can do that as well. This is also a file manager. So now let's move out of here. Let's move out of here to the part I really want to show, which is what the screen mirroring. The screen mirroring. This is my laptop. I'm showing you my laptop. So I'm going to. I am in a hurry, guys. So please, I won't be able to stay long. I won't be able to stay long or do much here. So but this is the screen mirroring. Now what I want to talk about the screen mirroring is that the difference between our panel and any other panel is that you don't have to attach anything. Look at this. There's nothing attached to this laptop. There is nothing here, so you don't have to attach anything to this panel. All you need to do, you don't even download apps. All you need to do is Windows and K. Once you press Windows and K, it automatically projects whatever you have on this laptop to this. So I'm going to show you guys. So let's go to the settings at first, and let's go to the settings. Sorry, this is screen mirroring apps. so it will show us the setting here. So when we do that, we are going to give it the, look at it, mirror cast. That is all you need to project anything, this mirror cast. And as you can see, it's on. You can put it off and you can put it on. So now it is on, mirror cast on. Now let's go back. Now that it's on, we are now going to go to our laptop. I'm going to show you that this is real. So I'm going to say this is the Windows, this Windows. So this is the Windows and the K here, just Windows and the K here. Look at it, look at it. It's already showing me on my laptop that something wants to connect. And then this is the name of the panel, Horion. So you can see Horion. Oh, let me take off this light. Look at it, Horion HF is connected, and then Horion here is asking for an invitation to connect from PC. And now look at it, I accepted it, and voila, it's coming up, and look at it, my laptop is here, So this is very simple when you are using Horion. And now this is to allow whatever, like with this feature, I don't need to use my laptop anymore. Once I accept this allow mouse, keyboard and all of that, I can leave this laptop here and work on my laptop. So this is the final video. I'll just do that because I'm actually in a hurry. So as I've shown you before, look at the laptop has already been projected to the panel, and now it's already in the sense that I can work on this laptop without using the actual laptop because it's already here, it's already connected. So to prove that, let me open the one that everybody will know very well, which is this File Explorer. So as you can see, I'm opening it, and it's also opening on this laptop, as you can see. So another good thing I'm going to show is music. So I don't think there's a new laptop though, so I don't really think it has any music. Oh yeah, this is the folder is empty, but as you can see, I'm open. Annotate feature is on most of the panels though, whereas you can just use it to annotate anything that you're annotating while on any app like this, just annotate. You can even annotate this one if you want to talk about this. You say 5, so that's just that on annotating. You can change it to blue or to red. Look at it, this is the red, this is the blue. So you can I put it on the red. So that is all. That is just all on the features of this panel. I hope that we've all been able to get one or two today and understand why. You look at it, look at these features, this UI UX is just not like any other one. And then look at how big this panel is. Cannot even carry my phone. So you see, it can't even, my phone out. Let me move back again. It's big, and as wide as the whiteboard in your classroom or the TV that you use. So this is a stand. And also another important thing about this is that you can mount it on the wall or use it with a stand. So you can buy this thing without the stand. You can just buy it alone, put it on the wall and use it, or you buy it with the stand and move it around, anyone you want. Also, the price of this ranges from about 2.5. I'm telling you, you will not see any panel now as low as that. 2.5, from 2.5 to the highest. Then it's from 65 inches, 75, 85, 86 and 98 inches. So this is 86 inches. So there's a bigger one, there's the smallest one, the medium one, this one, and then the bigger one. So there's even 135. You still want the very big ones. So this is the panel. You see, only what it needs is this wire that is connected to the socket, nothing more. nothing more. So thank you very much for staying with me. I am so sorry I had to rush some things. I just wanted to use this few minutes to show you guys this, because somebody asked me what is in this panel that's not even in the other. I don't know, the same thing. So I want to show that is not the same thing. I wish I had enough time and enough network and a good camera. I would have shown you guys a lot. So but please take your time, watch this, and know that when we are giving you something, we are giving you value. Track IT, we give value to schools and whoever wants to upgrade their space. Thank you again for watching. Bye.